Hey guys, and welcome back to another speed paint. What's up? How was life? Are things good? Good. They're probably bad, aren't they? It's okay. So today I bring you this drawing. I'm pointing to up, like I don't even know where I think I am. Like I'm just a voice. My face is not here. If I point anywhere, you can't see that, but apparently for me it's up there. This drawing I actually finished today. First time ever I think I've done that. Like just sat down and finished the drawing and then well, no, it's not the first time because I did that for October and November. But I think in October and November I didn't talk on my streams, on my videos, so it didn't count. So this is the first time ever where I've drawn and uploaded, and then there's a fly on my fucking laptop screen. I'm so annoyed. There are like flies and mosquitoes everywhere because like the heat and the rain just makes bugs crazy. It's summer, even though technically summer doesn't exist here because I'm so close to the equator. I have no seasons. Yeah, but like there's just bugs everywhere. I'm like bug spray and everything. What was I saying? Oh yeah. So I didn't have a speed paint for today, and I was like, oh my god, the drawing I'm currently working on is still like 2 days to be finished or something like that. 2 or 3 days I give it to have it finished. I don't know if I'm gonna have it ready for Friday, but hoping I can have it ready for Friday. So I was like, either I don't post anything today or I do a drawing today. So I looked through all my sketches and determined which sketch was the easiest one, and this one was it. And I did this took me, well, the sketch was done months ago, but the liner and coloring and all that was done in less than 3 hours, which is pretty fast for me. I'm really slow. 3 hours, that's usually what liner takes me when I'm streaming. But yeah, I streamed this today. I mean, technically yesterday because it's 12 a.m. 12:42 a.m. Wow, it's already 1 a.m. I have to wait until everybody goes to sleep to record this because on previous speed paints you might have noticed a lot of background noise, and it bothers me. Background noise bothers me. So I've just been waiting for everyone to go to sleep. I sketched a little. I sketched a new drawing. I draw this in your style. And then I was like, you know, I kind of want to keep drawing. I need a new avatar, icon, profile picture, whatever you want to call it. So I did that too, and I didn't record it because honestly, was that a lizard? I didn't record it because I just don't know. It kind of like happened so fast that I didn't even notice I drew it. Like I feel like I blanked out. I don't know how to explain that. Like I sat down, I was like, oh, I want this as my avatar, and I just sat down and I sketched it, and I was like, oh, I'll work on it later. But then I just linered it and colored it, and it just happened, and then it was done, and I was like, when did I draw this? What the fuck just happened? This took me like 15 minutes. Who is this person who just drew this? Is that a lizard? I don't know if you can hear that. It sounds weird because I have my earphones on so I can hear myself on the microphone, so I can't hear the outside. I can only hear my voice. What is that? Can you hear that? Is that, am I going crazy? Oh no, I'm so sorry. It just sounds weird coming through the microphone feed. It's probably a lizard. I currently am cohabiting with like 5 lizards in my room. I like them because they eat the bugs. Hopefully they eat that stupid little fly that is on my laptop right now. The only problem is that they get like thirsty in my room. So sometimes they start like licking my stuff. Like if I leave a cup and like the, you know, the condensation, is that the word, condensation? I might have just made that up. Of the water just gathers on the bottom, or it gathers on a napkin or something, and they go in and start licking it. So I started leaving like little caps with water around my room, and when I don't leave them, I feel like they know. I feel like they're so smart. Like it's probably a coincidence, and I'm just, or also I'm going insane. But when I don't leave the water, I wake up with them on my bed. The other day I woke up and I had one right on my arm. And I'm not scared of them, but it's really weird when you wake up because you feel something on you and you think it's, like your sheets or a hair, and then you open your eyes and there's a lizard on your arm. I don't know. It's just like reminds me when I was a kid once and I was sleeping in my parents' bed. I'll never forget this. It traumatized me. And I remember it was like a nap in the afternoon, and I just remember like opening my eyes and seeing the floor and seeing something on the floor, and then me reaching towards it, but then it was like so far away, so I fell back asleep. And then I woke up like I don't know how much later, and the thing I almost touched in my sleep was a cockroach. Oh my god, they're so loud. Are they fighting? Oh my, I'm gonna say fighting to keep this TOS friendly, but it might be the other thing. Oh no, they are fighting. I see them. I wish I could record them, but I have the lights off. They're fighting. They're not like fighting like aggressively. Oh no, maybe they are now. They're kind of like arguing. Maybe they're just talking and they sound like fighting because they're so loud. Stay tuned for more commentary on the fight between the lizards in my room. Okay, let's ignore them now. I don't know if you can hear that because I can hear it through the mic, but maybe the music will mute it. But yeah, anyways, it traumatized me that I almost touched a cockroach. Have a sleep. What the fuck? I was like 7 years old, 8 years old. I'll never forget. I have like the worst cockroach stories. I have that one. I have the one where I put my shoe on because I was going out and I was wearing like shorts, and I went to my parents' room because I was waiting for some friends because we were going to the movies or something, and I was like just there, and I like looked at my shoe and I was like, is that a bump in my shoe? And there were Converse. Converse are like really thin. Is that a bump in my shoe? And I just touched it and it touched me back. So I started screaming and trying to take my shoe off, and when I just got it a little bit off, a huge cockroach came out of the shoe. And I started screaming. My mom was screaming, and I just like, it was gonna crawl up my leg, and I was wearing shorts, so if it crawled up my leg, it was bare skin. So I just kicked my leg, and the cockroach just like flew across the room, hit the wall, and then it started flying. It was traumatizing, and that happened like in 2011, 2012, I don't remember. But ever since then, I checked my shoes and I checked my shoes and I tapped them against something before wearing them, just in case. My dad has this like, my mom and my dad have these stories like where they used to live. They used to live in like a really small town, which was like a very rough one, like not a lot of I think they didn't even have paved roads back then in that little town. Apparently they lived in a house that was infested with scorpions, and yeah, scorpions, and like they would find them everywhere, like in their shoes and stuff and all like that. And one time my dad put like his hand in his pocket, and he found a scorpion there. Like he was out and about doing his shit, whatever he was working on. He put a hand in his pocket and there was a scorpion. So I mean, I think my family and I just have the worst luck with bugs. I also have this other story when I lived in my other house. It was like this huge house, and we had like the kitchen, and then we had like the kitchen, like the small dining room area, and then we have like the maid's room and the maid's bathroom. And then we didn't have a maid back then. We just had like this guy who helped us out, but he didn't stay overnight, so nobody used the maid's room and nobody used the maid's bathroom, obviously. and it was raining super hard, and I just got home from school, and we heard like weird noises. I can't describe the noises. I was having lunch, and my mom opened the bathroom because that's where the noise was coming from. And we noticed that the shower, like this bathroom was rough looking. Nobody had used it in years. Like the toilet didn't have a lid, for example, and the shower was just like bare bones, like no curtain or anything. So we look, and there's the shower. In the shower, like the little drainage hole was uncovered for some reason, and that's where the noise was coming from. And then like a horror movie is the best way I can describe it. Like just hundreds of cockroaches started coming out from the drainage hole. Like just, you know, that, what is that, like that movie, the one with the cockroaches, that's the best way I can describe it. Like just so many cockroaches. Or what is that, like what is that, Courage the Cowardly Dog? I don't remember. Or is that Powerpuff Girls, like a villain made of cockroaches? I don't know what I'm saying, but it was just like so many cockroaches. They were everywhere, and I started screaming because I was having lunch, and I had to like get up on the table, and the table was like glass, so my mom was like, "You're gonna break the table," and she was screaming. And then thankful how maintaining the house was there, they started like trying to kill them, and there were too many. So like, I don't know who, I think it was like my cousin or something, he still lived with us, I think. He ran to like the store and bought just a bunch of Raid, and everyone just started like shh. Everyone, I was just remember like, I don't know, I couldn't get off the table because there were so many cockroaches everywhere. Like I couldn't put my foot down because I would probably get a cockroach on it. And then afterwards, like the aftermath was just like cockroach corpses all over the dining area and the kitchen and just everywhere. And it's like one of those things that happened so long ago, and I wish smartphones were a thing, because you know, if smartphones were a thing, I would have recorded that and I would have a traumatizing video to share with you guys. But no, back then I had like a Nokia. I think it had the amazingness of it was that it was my first cell phone with a colored screen, and it had polyphonic ringtones. So amazing cell phone. So that's how long ago that was. But yeah, one of those moments like that I think back that I wish I had a smartphone, because I would just can't imagine that video, cockroaches coming everywhere and me screaming and my mom screaming and just someone raiding all of them. But yeah, this has been a fun conversation. I was supposed to tell you guys about something else, but I guess we just talked about lizards, and I think technically they're not lizards. Technically they're geckos, but we call them lizards. So if you hear them, I think they're technically called geckos. They're having a discussion still. I don't know if you can hear them anymore, but I hear them. But yeah, thank you so much for hanging out with me today, and for listening, and for watching my speed paint, and for being cool. If you like, give a like and subscribe, and if you don't, well, I'm not forcing you. So have a good night or day or weekend. I don't know. It's fucking Tuesday, kids. Bye.